Assalamualaikum. Do you have any friends that speak in different language from you? For example, I have some Chinese and Indian friends, and mostly when we meet each other, we speak in Malay language. But when they meet their own race, for example, my Chinese friends, they meet another Chinese, and they speak mostly in Mandarin and sometimes in Hokkien and Cantonese. While my Indian friends, they mostly talk in Tamil. And sometimes when they are talking to themselves, they sometimes mention about your name. And do you ever feel insecure when they spoke up your name? And sometimes you really want to jump to their conversation, right? Hi, my name is Mohamed Syahibi, and in this speech, I will tell you what is the importance of learning new language, how to learn new language, and what is the advantage of learning new language. The usage of our mother tongue language and English as lingua franca for you doesn't enough. You need to learn new language starting from right now. Why? Here I will give some justification for it. The first is, it will be easy for you to interact with society, lecturer, and your friends. For example, when you be in the public and you meet some random tourists, for example, from France, and they ask you where is the nearest mosque or where is the nearest toilet, and you don't know how to answer their question. But if you learn the third language, for example, you turn in the French language, you will know how to reply to their question. My second point is, language will change your point of view of another culture. If you have any Arab friends or know any Arabic native speaker, you might notice that the way they're labeling things as male and female is weird for you. For example, the way they're labeling kitab or book in Arab as male and school or madrasa in Arabic as female is different from your culture, right? And another example I can give is the way Japanese native speaker look at Malay language as cute. For example, Malay use a lot of nya in our language. For example, padanya, because as for them, nya is used to describe cat. And in North Queensland, Australia, there are one language that has been used by the society, which is called as Timir, where they are using the 32 points of compass. For example, when someone asks to you, you usually answer that your house is next to the store, or for example, my house is there, right? But for Google Timir user, when someone asks where are your house, they will answer that their house is at the north of the ocean. My third point is, you are tend to be multitasker. Okay, you might be confused, but let me justify it for you. When you are a bilingual or multilingual, you are tend to change your mind rapidly. For example, when you meet Malay friends, you speak in Malay, and then when you meet Chinese friends, you rapidly change your mind and then you speak in Chinese. And then when you meet your English friends, you change your mind again. And in this situation, we can conclude that you are rapidly change your mind and make yourself a better multitasker than others. In simple words, we can conclude that you are using the maximum productivity of yourself. And finally, why should we learn a new language? Because it is fun to learn new things. For example, let me take one word in Arabic. For example, kataba means he write, yaktubu means he wrote, and uktub means please write. We can see that the consonants has become the pillar for the word. And let me take another example. I take two words from Arab. For example, kataba means write and darasa means learn. When we change a little bit it will become the same word, which is school, which is maktab and madrasah. And another example that I can give is the way Chinese and English arrange the word is different. For example, in English, we say that I bought this book at the bookstore, while in Mandarin, we say that I go to bookstore to buy the book, because Mandarin always put the place first before the activity. You have listened to my justification, right? And I believe that you are right now want to learn the third language. But how can we learn this new language? There are several ways that we can learn in the new language. For example, formally and informally. For formally, we can learn it through the school. For example, we have SKJC and SKJT, where in SKJC we can learn in Mandarin, and SKJT we can learn in Tamil. And moreover, where you grown up and you will be able to enter the university, there are a lot of options in university that you can learn. For example, in UITM we have more than one choice of the language. For example, we have Mandarin, we have Japanese, Korean, French, and Germany. And the next one is informally, where we can learn this language through YouTube and application. In YouTube, we have a lot of videos that teach you how to speak another language. For example, we have ML Studio that learn you how to speak in Arabic and Mandarin. And for the application, we have Duolingo that can teach you how to speak new language. Okay, we have listened to the importance of learning new language, and then we have listened on how we can learn new language. And so I would like to conclude that by learning new language, we are creating a better version of ourselves by viewing the other side of the world. By learning new language, we are able to interact with more people and going deeper to the history and culture of the other world. Besides, we are able to maximize our productivity by thinking critically, and we were able to communicate with more people, and we are now able to negotiate with them. Now, I would like to challenge you to learn any language in this world. It's really fun to learn new language and going deeper to their culture. Learning new language won't change your mind, but it will blow your mind. Thank you.